A hot hatch is your best option in getting a performance auto and avoiding being blamed by the wife for buying an impractical sports car. The latest developments in the 4-cylinder engine technology mean that 300 horses is a new standard parameter, so you can be sure that these pocket rockets will not disappoint you. Today we'll be tackling the topic of the latest hot hatchbacks, their technical specifications, prices, speeds, and features that make them ideal daily drivers as well as track day racers. Before we get to the video though, press the subscribe button to stay tuned to automotive territory. More content is coming your way, so enjoy the ride. Mazda 3 TCR. No matter how badly fans of the Mazda 3 want a hot version of the hatch, the Japanese manufacturer is reluctant to deliver one. In 2020, however, they're at least building a toy to play on their own in the form of a TCR class racer. The hatchback mostly retains its original Kodo Soul of Motion design language, but the aerodynamics are improved with a wider body, huge spoilers, splitters, plus it rides on the 18-inch wheels. The 2.5-liter Sky Active 4-cylinder was turbocharged and now shows incredible figures, which are so much desired on the production version. Being controlled by a 6-speed sequential gearbox with paddle shifters, it makes 350 horsepower and 361 pound-feet of torque, with a red line at 7,000 RPM. This Mazda will debut on the racetrack in January 2020 as a participant of the 4-hour endurance challenge on the Rolex 24 at Daytona weekend. Mercedes-AMG A45. There can be only one hatchback to rule them all, and in 2020 it is the Mercedes-AMG A45. It breathes agility and sportiness through the updated grille, large air intakes, and quad exhaust. Described by AMG as only having ample power, this German is actually a bearer of the most powerful 4-cylinder currently in production, making 389 horsepower in the base version and even more impressive 421 horses with an S package, which gives it supercar-worthy power per liter ratio. In its beefier version, the A45 sprints from 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds and has the electronically governed max speed of 168 miles per hour. The model offers 6 driving modes, including an all-caps race mode that is great for drifting. On the inside, the hatch is just as athletic, featuring sport seats, leather and microfiber upholstery, and an updated MBUX infotainment with AMG-specific displays for even greater driver-car symbiosis. Hyundai i30N Project C. Deciding that the powerful i30N hatchback was not racy enough, Hyundai is bringing to us its enhanced version that is available exclusively in Europe and is limited to just 600 units. The Project C is all about becoming lighter, more track-focused and responsive. The hot hatch sits 0.2 inches closer to the ground, and its center of gravity is also lowered by 0.3 inches to maximize performance. Compared to the series production i30N, it loses around 110 pounds by switching to new 19-inch forged AUDI racing wheels and introducing carbon fiber into the body composition for the first time in Hyundai's history. The car's hood, front splitter, and rear diffuser are now made from carbon fiber reinforced plastic. Mechanically, though, it remains unchanged, keeping the i30N's 2-liter turbo engine that produces 275 horses and 279 pound-feet of torque when the overboost function is engaged. BMW M135i XDRIVE. Delivered as a part of the 3rd-generation update for the 1 Series hatchback, the M135i transitions to a new platform shared with the 2 Series MPV and X1 crossover. From now on, it is a front-wheel drive auto, and it is brought to life by the most powerful in the company's history 4-cylinder engine. The 2-liter turbo is coupled with an 8-speed automatic tranny and the all-wheel drive XDRIVE to make 304 horsepower and 331 pound-feet of torque. These specifications translate to 4.8 seconds 0 to 60 and 155 miles per hour top speed. Besides the standard on the new 1 Series features like the dual-screen 10.25-inch BMW OS 7.0 infotainment, head-up display, a rich set of driver assists, and ambient interior lighting, the M version gets a more aggressive exterior treatment, including 19-inch alloy wheels, M Sport brakes, M Sport steering, M rear spoiler, M Sport seats, adaptive LED headlights, and so much more. Renault Megane RS Trophy R. The development of the flagship hot hatch from France was completed by the Renault Sport division, who concentrated on turning it into a true race car. there was no need in reworking an already heavily tuned 1.8-liter turbo engine from the MEGANE RS 300 Trophy, so it still makes 296 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. The major improvement, though, could be noticed on the scales. The Trophy R loses 286 pounds. Further changes were focused on the enhanced aerodynamics and re-engineered chassis, which resulted in more precise handling to compensate for the shortage of horsepower. During the development process, Renault were assisted by their partners, so the new MEGANE got advanced Akropovich exhaust, Brembo brakes, Bridgestone tires, and Öhlins shock absorbers. We must mention that in April 2019, the Trophy R set the new front-wheel drive production car lap record at the Nürburgring, stealing it from the 2017 Honda Civic Type R. If you're interested in pure sports cars or maybe supercars, consider checking out other videos on our channel. The links with interesting suggestions will be left in the description and information cards. Leave a like if you haven't already, and let's keep going. Mini John Cooper Works Clubman. Though many haters would say that all the company's cars look and drive the same, the 2020 JWC Clubman is determined to prove them wrong, bringing to the table new paint schemes, rear barn doors, and the most powerful engine in the company's history. The 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder lets this hot hatchback enter the over 300 horsepower family. Coupled with an exclusive 8-speed Steptronic and Mini all-4 all-wheel drive, the powertrain produces 331 pound-feet of torque, allowing 4.9 seconds 0 to 60 sprints and 155 mph top speed. The reworked sports chassis is now more rigid, a limited slip differential is present, and the braking system has been enhanced. As a part of the John Cooper Works package, the interior gets sports seats and steering wheel, a unique shifter, black ceiling upholstery, and a signature 6.5-inch touchscreen infotainment. Audi RS3 Sportback by ABT. The German tuner ABT Sportsline has released a new upgrade kit for the current generation of the RS3 Sportback, which makes the already potent factory hatchback capable to wage war against the latest AMG A45S. On the outside, ABT has slightly rearranged the front bumper, added a glossy black rear skirt, and installed two 102mm double pipes. The Germans also offer light alloy wheels in 19 or 20 inches, a coil-over suspension, and various tweaks for the cabin. The most interesting upgrade, however, is under the hood, where the Audi's 2.5-liter inline 5 has received the ABT's self-developed engine control unit. Such a treatment added 70 ponies, and now the hot hatch produces 470 horsepower and 398 pound-feet of torque. Moreover, its top speed limiter was removed, and now it can do 177 mph. Even though this beast steals all the attention of the performance junkies in 2020, we would also like to mention that ABT has recently released a pumped-up version of the Audi A1, which has absolutely stunning looks and 400 horses to show for. Mini John Cooper Works GP. The concept version of this model was first shown in 2017 and is now officially enlisted for the assembly line, but its production run will be limited to just 3,000 units. Since the GP's disguised debut at the Nürburgring in June 2019, Mini has not revealed much of the car's technical details, as the road tests are still pending. The previously rumored 300 horsepower engine is expected to be the BMW's 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder, which produces 302 ponies and 332 pound-feet of torque. Even with the camouflage paintwork, it is hard not to notice that the upcoming GP bears unique wheel arches and huge fender flares with built-in air channels. The only drawback is that the fastest and the most powerful car in the history of the brand, as claimed by Mini, is likely to be sold out before the official launch on the market, which will happen in 2020. Ford Focus ST. Though no longer sold on the American market, Ford's compact hatchback remains alive and well. For the 2020 model here, its performance version enters its 4th generation, sporting new equipment, redesigned looks, and ST-specific interior changes. The hatchback gets a 2.3-liter 4-cylinder, making 280 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. This mill can be paired with a 6-speed manual or an available 7-speed auto with pedal shifters. Another powertrain option is a 2.0-liter EcoBlue diesel that is mated exclusively to a 6-speed manual. According to Ford, the new ST demonstrates improved acceleration, taking only 5.7 seconds to sprint to 60 with a gasoline. The diesel-powered ST, however, is more sluggish, accomplishing the same task in 7.6 seconds. Other changes that are instantly noticeable are the unique alloy wheels, the updated grille, the new Recaro front seats, and sports steering wheel. Seat Leon CUPRA RST. Disregarding the fact that the station wagon still carries the Seat S on the front fascia, at heart it is a true CUPRA, and a rather hot hatchback at that. It packs a 300 horsepower 2.0-liter TSI unit paired with a 4-drive and a robotized 7-speed dual-clutch DSG transmission. Moreover, the wagon will get carbon body elements, sporty suspension, splitters, and a small spoiler. The exterior is further enhanced by copper badging, 4 aggressive paint schemes, and 19-inch alloy wheels with heavy-duty Brembo brakes. It is worth noting that CUPRA cooperated directly with the German tuner ABT, and for just £500, you can further boost your RST to 370 horses. Released as a limited edition model, chances are that its availability will be very restricted. For example, the entire UK is getting only 150 units. Hyundai VELOSTER N ETCR. Though there still isn't much information available on the upcoming VELOSTER N ETCR, we couldn't stop ourselves from bringing it to your attention. The car, based on the road Lego VELOSTER N, has been designed specifically to compete in the ETCR racing series, so of course it is all electric. Hyundai keeps the drivetrain specifications under wraps, but to follow the competition's regulations, it should get a rear-wheel drive architecture and a mid-mounted mill. Many media outlets report that there will be a single electric motor, but the company's site also talks about using 4 motors. To even out the weight distribution, the car's large 65 kWh battery will be located underfloor. Can a hot hatch substitute a pure sports car? Which model from the lineup strikes you the most with its looks and performance? Share your preferences in the comment section. As always, we do recommend you watching more episodes of Automotive Territory by tapping on the icons in front of you. Leave a like and subscribe to get alerts when the new episodes come out. May the torque be with you!